It's podcadzo.
That's just downright sensual, my friend.
Let me see that shit. Oh. Dude, we're so cute.
We're so good.
I don't think we get enough credit on the internet for being as cute
handsome,
a guys as we are.
Being handsome fellas.
Yeah.
I figured this would make a good intro. I was pointing the camera a little bit up towards the ceiling. Ooh.
Great intro.
That's a sexy look. All right.
All right. There's one thing I want to say to kick this thing off, and it's welcome to podcadzo, everybody.
Real original thought.
Man, I can't. I'm so excited on the episode we have today. We have two very special guests. One returning guest, a Mr. Austin Luxurious, and one guest who is a longtime friend of both of ours. Someone we've talked about on the podcast before, but his first time on it, and that is TauSoDope, a.k.a. Tau.
My childhood neighbor.
Your childhood neighbor, one of my best friends growing up. And,
it's crazy that we were neighbors and you guys were friends, but I never saw you and you never saw me.
I know. So wild.
It's almost like I never went outside.
Yeah. That's something we talk about in the interview. Yeah, but we'll keep this brief as an introduction. We had the intention to talk about Southern hip hop with them because it was something we kind of glazed over a little bit in the hip hop block episodes, and that Austin expressed interest in coming back to talk about.
Turns out we glazed over it again.
Exactly. There was just so much to talk about. We were having a bunch of fun jumping around topics, so we thought, why limit ourselves and just keep this to Southern hip hop?
It was really cool to talk to Tau. I don't think I've talked to him since like graduation or before. I don't think we talked at graduation. That would have been weird. But yeah, haven't talked to that guy for probably at least 7 or 8 years now, so it's really good to see him. I've been curious to know like what got him hooked on beat making, or like where that kind of thing came from, because like I kind of said when we talked to him later, I just in school didn't really ever see him like going down that road. So
yeah,
it's fucking sick to see him turn into a very creative, very fearless person. So
definitely, yeah, being friends with him, I knew that rap was something he was interested in, and you know, like I mentioned in the interview, saw him writing lyrics all the time. So I was, you know, after high school and stuff, really stoked to see him kind of take off with it and actually put stuff out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun talking with him. And that's the thing, I hadn't talked to Tau like that in a long time either, just over kind of like Instagram DMs and stuff for the past couple of years. But that's the thing with old friends, is you're back with them and it feels like you haven't skipped a beat, you know?
Yeah.
Which is real cool.
It's a good feeling.
Definitely. So without further ado, please enjoy our exclusive interview with Austin Luxurious and TauSoDope. What the hell is going on?
I don't think anyone can hear us.
Yeah. Here, let's try calling from Julian's phone real quick, because that worked better last time. One moment. We might need to close the call.
Here you go.
All right.
Dude, what kind of candy you got over there?
It was actually a lie. I didn't need any candy. I drank some water though. That's kind of like nature's candy.
Not really.
Yeah, not really at all.
Fruit is nature's candy.
Yeah, fruit's kind of nature's candy.
Dude, all right.
Colin, I brought a beer, dude.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Do you want to crack it? Have you already opened it?
No, I have not.
Let's do it.
I've been peeping the show a little bit.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. You don't have to peep much to realize that I open a beer.
It's pretty much the first
time.
thing he does.
I love it, dude. I love it.
All right, wait. Here, let's start this and then we'll crack it. Ready?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Welcome to podcadzo, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Hey, good timing.
Nice.
Another special sode this week, everyone. We have 2 illustrious guests. One returning, one brand new. Long-time listener, first-time caller. But on the phone, we have Tauslia and Mr. Alux, aka Austin Luxurious, aka Austin. What the hell's up, guys?
What's happening, Bubbas?
What's up, boys?
Thanks for joining us.
No, dude, thank you for asking me to come on. You
Yes.
guys are hilarious. Love the show.
Thank
Love
you.
the show.
That's mostly me.
Julian really carries the comedy.
I'm the comedy and you're the brains.
You guys have a good voice for podcasting.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
You
I
do
like-
too. I
Good-
think.
good
I
voice.
can already tell.
But
I like to think white men are underrepresented, so
in the podcasting space,
especially. Yeah.
so, did anybody else get interviewed by a Chicago news station today? Because I did.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
No way.
Is that why you were in the
About-
city?
Well, okay, so I went to the city to have a meeting, and then that person was sick as I was like getting to the city. So I was like, okay, well, do I want to go all the way down again and like make the commute home 2.5 hours, or do I want to just ride this train back right quick and just have it be a work from home day? Did the latter. Insane, good, productive day. But on the way back to the train, I had my little latte, and this newswoman stops me, and she's like, "Hey, do you want to do this stand-up real quick?" I was like, "Oh, sweet, I majored in broadcasting. Let's go." Ask me anything. And she's like, "All right, so the metro fare structure is changing. You look like you're about to get on a train. Do you ride it a lot?" I was like, "Sweet." So that was my morning just happenstance thing today.
That's
Very
amazing,
good.
man. So you'll be on the news tomorrow? Is that what's happening?
Shit, I hope they cut it. It wasn't my best appearance.
Really?
I got better stuff on my reel.
What'd you talk?
Chat, peep that. Chat, peep that.
Find the link for that in the description
Yeah,
for this. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the train system? How can they improve?
Well, if we're talking about like what they interviewed me specifically, that's commuter trains. I don't really have a lot of qualms with those. Usually pretty clean. You get to the city from where I'm at in like an hour.
I
It's
think
quiet.
they should
I
add
get
a
lot of
jerk
work
off
done.
zone.
That
What is that?
A jerk off zone. So for all the bus
You heard it
jerkers
right
or
the
train
first time,
jerkers,
Tao.
it's just an area for designated jerking, so that it's not like making the rest of the train gross.
I haven't really seen. So
That's
that's
so-
probably something you see more likely on the L than you would on
Oh, facts.
on a commuter train.
For sure.
But my complaints about
Maybe
both of
because
them
there's
is,
not
like,
a
I feel
jerk
like
station. Maybe there'd be more jerking if
Yeah.
there was a jerk station.
You want more jerking?
I don't really want to incentivize people.
It would
Publicly.
it would be considerate though.
Exactly.
Mad
I
considerate.
see where he's coming from.
It's about inclusivity
Yep.
and all that. But yeah, my biggest complaint is like the headway of these trains, man. You got to have one coming every 5 minutes. This is insane. This is a city of at least 30 people. Like we have to be.
There's a couple.
We got, dude. I don't know the
30.
population of Chicago. I want to say it's 3 million. I'm like, why is there a train every 20 minutes? This is preposterous.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't want to do that job.
Well, you go work the rails.
That's
bud.
what I don't. I'm just here to bitch. I haven't really voted in a minute. I don't think I've voted since I've been here, so I'm not.
Way to go, Austin.
If I had to make a comment, yeah, that's where I'd put it. We just need trains every like.
God, I can't believe I make music with this guy, dude.
I can't believe we give him a platform to
He's not
preach this
upholding
stuff
his
on.
end of the deal when it comes to the democratic institution.
Austin, you know we have a strict voters only criteria for guests for
I'm
this
not saying I
show.
don't vote. I believe voting is important. Shout out to Charlie Ross. I just have gotten my license and I've gotten registered to vote, but I haven't voted here because there hasn't been a lot of elections. I moved here in May.
Wait.
I didn't get my license till later on, till like November, so I couldn't really vote in that one. So it's not like
I still
It's
don't
been-
have an Illinois license.
you gotta give me that shit. Like
Yeah.
this man ain't even paying Illinois taxes.
How long have you been in
I
Chicago?
believe
again?
I am.
That's not how that works.
How does that work?
How long have you
You
lived
guys
there,
are giving
Tom?
me all this shit. You don't even know how to tax. Whatever. Let's talk
I
about
like just changed my like license plate, bro. Yeah, but whatever.
because they tuned in to listen to the crack beer and us talk about license plates. Let's get on with it.
That's why I'm here.
Well-
Sorry, boys. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. We have a more administrative section to every podcast, so
This is like the
good
soft
to
open.
get that out of the way. It always starts with stuff
I
about
always love the song.
masturbating and then administrative stuff, and then we go right into the music.
Yep.
Got it.
Sometimes
Yeah.
there's a little Hitler talk.
Yeah.
You got any for us today?
Interesting.
Godwin's Law.
Do I have anything interesting for Hitler talk? His father was a beekeeper.
I did know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's common knowledge.
All right, check that off the list. Moving right along. Tao, how long have you lived in Chicago again?
Almost 3 years. Almost
Okay.
3 years.
Nice.
Why did
Alright.
you go out there originally?
So my girlfriend got into PA school at Midwestern, and I tagged along, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
Best decision I ever made. It's been awesome.
That's
I love
great.
it.
You're enjoying the
Yeah.
city?
Yeah, I mean we're
Gonna say you don't live in no city.
yeah, dude. We're in the burbs,
The burbs,
kind
yeah.
of. I mean, out, you know.
I don't. You live in the suburbs.
Yes. But dude, literally, I can
So do I, but-
I can see the train from my apartment, so it's sick. We can like travel
Hell yeah.
wherever we want. But yeah,
You
What
ever
line
miss
would
Fort
you
Collins?
take?
we take the Metro, baby.
Which one?
Oh, dude, I don't fucking know. It's the Metro.
Sorry. It's just.
I don't know enough.
What do you miss about Fort Collins, though?
I guess my family the most. I mean, I'm pretty chill anywhere. Like I'm not like super attached to places, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I liked Fort Collins. You guys are still in Fort Collins, right?
I'm in Denver, but come up to Fort Collins all the time, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
Julian.
was just back there a couple of weeks ago. My little sister got married. That was sick.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
It was nice to be home
That's
for a
what's
few
up,
days,
dude.
but we were there and gone so quickly. I was like, man, would have been nice to like. Granted, it's also the winter time, but it's like every time we go back, my wife and I always like to go like Horsetooth and Ish. We go to that a lot.
Yeah,
Here,
would have
my
been
adventures in the
nice to
summer
get a
were-
call from you, Austin. Well, you're
Yeah, I was there for my sister's wedding. Y'all weren't really my priority.
Fair
I hate
enough.
to, like, even Devin was like, yeah, let's shoot a video while you're here. I was like, I do not think I'm going to be able to make it there with no car.
We could have
Yeah.
done an episode of the
7,
podcast at
97?
the wedding.
Oh yeah, wedding sode with your sister
Yeah.
right before. Anyways, next
Oh,
time.
y'all cut out immediately when you started talking.
Sorry, we're
We're just coming up with really good ideas.
yeah.
That's what we do.
That's not, I mean, we have podcadzo. It's an enormously good idea already.
Great idea.
True. Is there a bad lag? Can you guys hear us okay?
Julian's got not a lot of it. Colin, you're okay.
Okay. Interesting.
I
Maybe you
will-
should get on the Wi-Fi.
I mean, I'll try.
All right. I'm
Write that down.
I'm gonna cut this out, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Thick editing skills.
Yeah.
All right. I'm on the Wi-Fi now.
Is that
Dude,
better?
when I used to do my own pod, I think that was one of the worst, but also best parts because of a little egotistical, but like going back and just listening to everything I just said because I knew it was gas. So I was like, I just have to listen to this back again. I got like 6 people at this college of 1,200 listening to it. I'm like, I just spitting like skip Bayless and
Those
nothing
are
on me in
respectable
college.
numbers. Those are good
You got a
numbers.
sports podcast, dude?
The sports caboose to Austin Drews, my friend.
How did I not know about this?
Bro, I run a Substack mostly now, but like I would write in blog posts and doing a pod and like calling games and then doing like the sports section of our newscast. I was Mr. Broadcaster in college. They didn't have a lot of people in line, so it's not like it was a big thing, but
Dude, that's sick.
That's
it was
really
a
dope.
lot of fun.
I would love to do like a sports podcast. That'd be so fun.
That's a good time. Yeah, ask us sports questions.
Yeah,
Uh,
guys.
Your music. pod.
Do you guys think the 49ers won it or did the Lions blow it?
Oh, Colin. I'm bummed
Bro,
about it, dude.
it was a
I'm
tough
fucking
one.
Bummed.
You know when that game flipped?
Dude, you kicked
that
the
IU
fucking
catch,
field
bro.
goal, bro. You kicked
No,
the field goals.
no.
You kicked the field goals.
Instead of
Guys,
going for the fourth down conversions?
Yes.
That is incorrect. That game
Yes.
flipped on the IU play, and that was Detroit Lions. It was written, my friend. It was legend. It was
I'm
prophecy.
more upset that the Chiefs won. I hate the Chiefs.
I hate the Chiefs too, so I'm rooting for the
So
49ers now.
You know, I was
Yeah.
just having this thought that I'm a Broncos fan. I hated the Chiefs for most of my life. I like watching them play now. I'm not a Chiefs fan, but I like watching them play.
Fair.
And then I loathe Taylor Swift. I don't really hate her as much as I say I do, but like that's a hill I gotta die on. Like I'm full send on that.
Interesting.
And everybody's like so pissed. They have all these takes about all this shit, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, I should be the one the most fired up, and I still care.
Bro, you can't be saying that about Taylor on this podcast, bro.
Yeah, those are
Y'all are gonna have people in the comments.
those are the opposite
give a
views you
shit,
should
bro.
have. You're supposed to hate the Chiefs but love Taylor Swift.
Right.
That's our stance on this pod.
I don't know, man. I just feel like when I hear people on SoundCloud that make better music than that, it's not that she's not talented enough
He is
to
a
do
great
it.
songwriter, bro.
We've never actually talked
And
about
that's-
Taylor
I'm
Swift.
not even capping right now.
Bro,
She is.
I'm just
She's a
like,
good songwriter.
like, listen to Playboy Cardi and tell me that that's not the Sistine Chapel to her, like, 4th grade art.
I don't know. It's an interesting comparison to draw. But
Yeah, that wouldn't, I wouldn't have gone there right away.
you either like Playboy Cardi or you like Taylor Swift.
I'm sure there's an element of truth to that.
No, but like even like I got a buddy who and like my wife like Casey Musgraves, and I'm like I think she makes better music than Taylor Swift, even though they're
100%.
basically the same
Yeah,
person.
that's true.
You know, it's like my take was always just like super hater, and it's like when I hear some of her stuff, I'm like okay, like I get why people like this, like, but I just to assume it's so revolutionary is just the thought that I get of like that demands like this world tour. I'm like, bro, did you listen to anything on Dickie's first project? Are you kidding me? Like the lyricism is just
Peanut was pretty hilarious.
Peanut is great.
Peanut is great.
Yeah, not Southern rap, but
Yeah, well, we'll shift to Southern rap. But I realized we've never talked about Taylor Swift on. Julian, do you have a stance on Taylor Swift?
I mean, my stance is kind of just, whatever, just whatever you like, you like.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything bad because then, there will be people trying to fucking
You'll
argue
never
with
know
me for the
peace
rest of my
again.
life.
Yeah.
I will
Those
say,
people-
yeah. But the thing is, bro, is like you don't have to engage.
well, no, you don't have to engage, but I think the thing about it for me is that, like, it's kind of like, I call it Rick and Morty syndrome. Like, Rick and Morty was a really good TV show,
Yeah, you're wearing
but
a
its
shirt.
fan base, like, made it kind of cringe. Like, the Rick and Morty
Oh,
fan
like-
base
like
made
guys
the
wearing
show.
shirts
As a
on
member
podcasts.
of subset,
Yeah.
as a member of that subsection of the fan base, like I get why people think Rick and Morty sucks. I was like the way I would talk about it for a while. I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That's how it is with
very,
Taylor
very
Swift.
solid take.
Like,
Solid take.
I
Rick
feel
and Morty
like
theory.
most of the people who I talk to about Taylor Swift who are passionate fans just don't take no for an answer. And that's kind of my problem with it. Like, you can like it, but I can also not like it. And both takeaways are chill.
I think,
yeah.
I think that's why I leaned so hard into hating. Just because I knew it was like I could just be a contrarian.
That
and a
was
troll
me
here.
for like
It's
my
take
entire
isn't really
life
that
until like 2 years
passionate.
ago. I was like a contrarian about everything. I was just like, if it's popular, I fucking hate it. And then like a couple years ago, I was like, man, you should just chill out and be less of a dick. And it's kind of working out for
It
me.
is. It's a nice way to
Nice.
be.
Great,
Yeah.
great life lesson. Yes. Cardinal rule is do not be
Is
a
that
dick.
better? Yeah, see me better?
For
Is that
lighting?
worse?
That is a little better. You got a
is
nice
better.
glow going on.
Yeah.
Like
Cal,
that?
I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because when we went to school together, you were not really making beats that I know of. What got you into the beat making world? Why you into the musics now?
Oh, dude. Okay, so I've like everybody. I've always loved music, but I've always been like curious about like how it's made, and like ever since I was a kid, I've like wondered. And when I was in middle school, my dad got me. It was like middle school or high school, but I got FL Studio, and I didn't like know how to use it, and I was like playing sports and being a high schooler or whatever, and so I didn't really use it. And then I don't know, dude. I just like picked it back up and fell in love with like the process of creating, and so yeah, here I am.
Nice.
Tao was
Real.
always writing rhymes. I remember, like, as early as
Yes.
we were hanging out, you always had books of rhymes with you, and it was some
I
impressive
did,
stuff.
yes.
Yeah.
But the
No,
beats
I
came
mean-
first before the bars did. What did you need, like a confidence boost to get rapping, or?
Dude, I don't know. Like, it's scary, like, putting stuff out there. Like, I'm sure you guys know, but, like, I don't know, just releasing stuff that you've recorded is, like, hard to get over. And,
Especially when you first start.
yeah, dude. And, like, I don't know, like, I just think about, like, what other people would think of me or, like, all this dumb shit. And
For
it's,
sure.
like, hard to
Yeah, I
push
get
through
that.
that sometimes, and also, like, for me, like, what I really love is, like, the behind the scenes stuff, like the production and, like, so that's, I don't know. I still write rhymes all the time just because, I don't know. That's just who
You
I
gotta
am.
stay.
Because you gotta.
You gotta stay a free agent
Yeah.
for those,
Right.
those features, bro.
For the features, bro.
Nice. Well, I'm glad that you picked it back up, and I'm glad that you stuck with it because it's definitely really good stuff, and it's a very I
Thank
don't want to say like it's not like a surprise, but it's just like a pleasant little thing to like discover about someone. Like, oh, this dude that I've known for a while is like a super good beat maker, and he also has like a lot of really good rhymes and bars and shit too. So very
Yeah.
cool stuff,
Thank you.
man. What did
Thank you.
what pushed you guys to start collaborating with each other? Was it just like the friendship y'all had already, or?
I don't even really remember, like, the first time Austin hit me up, or do you
Yeah.
remember? Like,
I mean, I think I probably messaged you because I think I started making music a little before you, but I'm also a little older.
yeah,
So
you
that
definitely
was
did.
part of it. But,
I know, like, I used to post, like, on my stories, like, the shittiest beats, like, ever,
Real.
and at the time, I was like, dude, I am a genius. I need to put this on my Instagram. And so I feel like you probably responded to one of those or something, like, forever ago.
Yeah. I back to the original point of like thinking of, like, who people think stuff. I still get so much shit from my little sisters.
Really?
My older sister, huge supporter. She really fucks with Luxurious heavy. And my younger sisters kind of do, but I'm also just forever a SoundCloud rapper to them.
Yeah.
And it's like the guy from your hometown that's trying to make it as a rapper and I'm
Totally.
28 years old. Yeah, it's like
cliche.
but also, man, but I'm good though. So like, what?
Yeah.
Dude,
No.
I can share
like-
that talent
like-
with the world.
Yeah,
bro. I
you
don't
can't
care if
deny the
cringe.
world.
It's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Fuck off,
People, it's
you know?
who I am. Like, I'm never gonna stop. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
accept
like
it.
yeah, exactly.
it's like when my grandfather was giving me hell about like having a bunch of tattoos. I was like, well, ain't shit do about it now. So like I started rapping, kind of really like it, so kind of stuck with it. Don't listen. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I have the same insecurities whenever I put out a song, or like definitely when we first started doing this podcast, I was like, is it cringy to be another dude with the podcast?
Dude, it is cringy. Like,
Yeah.
you just have to accept the cringe to a certain
Exactly.
extent. Like,
No,
lean
it's
into it.
sick. Y'all went for it though, dude.
Thank
It's
you.
sick.
You can't get good without the cringe. Like,
Yeah.
think of it as a comedian that bombs, or like, bro, you see people that like a dude out of Atlanta, Black, who had the song like X is Calling, dude would like allegedly like sleep in the
Sick Black.
studio. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Or J. Cole was like apparently would just like stalk and hound Jay-Z and stuff. Like, sometimes you got to do cringy shit, and
Yeah.
as long as you're not stepping over lines.
Well,
Yeah.
what gets me over it is like I think about like when I look at you guys put something, like whenever you guys put something out, or whenever
Totally.
anyone else I know, like I never think like, oh, what are they doing? My first thought is always like, that's sick that they're like putting out good music,
Yeah.
and like really cool that they're
Yeah.
following their passions, and like I can't imagine that, or you have to think
Right.
that way about yourself too, that people are just thinking that way about you too. And
Yeah.
That's
No,
one thing
yeah.
that's one thing Austin really, like, helped me with. I feel like it's just like, just do it,
mhm.
I feel like Austin
Well,
is a
like-
really good example of that, just being incredibly like fearless in yourself and trusting in your own vision
Totally.
first. I think that that's
Exactly.
kind of like what you were saying. When other people put stuff out, it's like inspiring in that kind of regard, like seeing other people do shit that they just genuinely want to do, kind of like for their own good.
Yeah.
It's always really helpful, I think, for like other artists to see shit like that going too. So
Yeah.
It's really sweet, bro. I'm gonna start crying. Well, I think part of it too is going back to like not being a dick. Is like there was a lot of times in my life where like I'd see people that were more successful, be on the stage, and I'm like, oh, I should be there. Like I should, and it's about more of it shouldn't be me. I should do it if I love it, and if it happens to be me, that's cool. And a lot of that is just removing it's the belief in yourself and like a lot of ego in that way, but it's getting rid of that nasty shit of like I should get it over someone else. It's being stoked for other people to do things.
That comparison is the thief of joy thing.
totally.
Yeah.
Dude, bars.
You can use that one, Tao.
Shit.
On a rabble with a ghost rider. What the fuck happened?
What the fuck happened?
Well, so we first had Austin on the pod after you guys put out Water, which amazing track.
That was awesome.
Tao, congrats on
Yeah,
that
that
one
was
as
fun.
well. Oh, and we haven't mentioned Tao. Your artist name is TauSoDope, so definitely
It
go
is.
check out TauSoDope
Yep.
if you have not
Thank you.
already. And then a couple weeks ago, you guys put out Candy, which is just an Austin Luxurious rap, but Tao, you did the production for it. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Right on.
Exactly.
That is correct.
Well, that's a great track too. Like I said, we were just listening to it before we started this pod. Absolute banger. Encourage everyone to go check that out. The real reason we're here to talk with you guys, though, is because we're far overdue for a Southern hip hop episode.
Nice.
And Austin, I know it's something you're passionate about. Tao, I am pretty sure from being your friend for a long time that it's something you're passionate about as well.
Dude, yeah. All hip hop.
All hip hop.
Yeah,
So we did a hip hop block of sods a while ago. That's where A-Lux first came on. And we like glossed over some Southern hip hop stuff
Yes.
there.
And we got to shout out Quincy too, because Quincy also is the one who told us we got to do a Southern hip hop exclusive episode. And he is probably more passionate about Southern hip hop than all of us put together. Maybe not quite, but it's close.
Yeah. No, he definitely
out to
is. So shout out Quincy, aka Chief OG. But we've pretty much talked about it to just the extent of Outkast.
Yep, that's all that
Outkast
matters.
is a huge group for both of us. We're huge fans. So let's start this off by talking about Outkast. Do you guys like Outkast?
Do you guys like Andre 3000's Flute album?
Yes, and yes. There's only one answer to that question. If you like Outkast, and the answer is if you like hip hop music.
Well, maybe.
Probably. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man.
Maybe.
So.
Depends on the day.
They've got some.
Kind of hit and miss. Nah, bro. I mean, so the thing about them is what's funny is they're so influential, but I'm not like really into them. I have a buddy who's really, really, really into Outkast. Shout out my buddy Schuster, but he always talks about how influential they are as a group and like how much the way that they play off of each other, the way that like they would try these different types of rhyme schemes, the way that they have the really different albums, like that you know get the same project over and over. So like I have a lot of respect for Outkast, but I'm not like
Dude,
back to front discography.
my favorite thing is like the song "Hey Ya," dude. Like how sad, it really is. No, dude, like how sad like it actually is if you listen to the lyrics.
Yeah.
Have you actually listened to the lyrics?
Yeah, it's,
I have.
it's a pretty fucked up
Yeah.
song.
I heard a
It's
long
sad,
time.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's a sad song, but
it is.
I think
you know,
Outkast
y'all don't wanna
is,
hear
An
me, you just
all-time
wanna
party
dance.
anthem.
But-
Yeah.
Outkast is one of
You
those groups I always kind of said like their influence kind of supersedes like just their namesake. Like people, especially people like, not to sound like an old fuck, but people like today and over the last few years don't necessarily realize that like everything modern that they listen to was kind of in one way influenced by like not just Outkast, but that kind of scene that Outkast was in, 15, 20 years ago. And I also maintain that I think they have like a perfect discography. I don't really think there's like any fuck ups in the Outkast discography. So
No, that's the thing is that's what's so impressive is that they do have a really big library of songs.
Why did they break up? Does anybody know the story there?
Well, I think from the lore that I've heard over the years, Andre was just like sick of rapping. Like they didn't want to. They were going so hard for so long, like a release a year or every 2 years, plus a full blown tour behind each release. Got to a point where the man was just like, I just want to have my life back and like I want to be able to do my own thing.
It was amicable.
That would
right?
That would explain his flute album, bro. Did you guys listen to that?
Yeah, dude, I
respect the
honestly
artistry.
really like it. I think it's
sick.
super kind of like what we were just talking about, like how you got to just put shit out for yourself and not really worry about how people are going to like necessarily receive it. I feel like that's a good example of that because he just was like, I'm going to do this for myself, and if people like it, they like it. And
they're going to mess with it or they won't.
Yeah.
I need to sample that. That's what's nice.
That'd be dope.
There's like countless
It's
good
very
samples in there,
sampleable.
yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, who else we got for Southern hip hop?
Yeah, so Austin, I know this was big for you. Who are like your heavy hitters when it comes to Southern hip hop?
Well, a big thing is you got to break it down by like city / region.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you got Atlanta, obviously. You got Memphis. You got Houston. You got New Orleans.
Florida.
There's a ton of rap out of Florida.
On in Florida.
Vanilla Ice mostly.
So it really kind of goes by region. What's funny is I like a lot of Houston rap. It's more when I was kind of coming of age in elementary schools, listening to a lot like Chameleonaire or like more crunk stuff. Like you might get some Lil Jon. I think he's from Houston. Some more stuff like that. But where the influence from there really comes from is from Ghetto Boys and Scarface. And I'm not super on game with a lot of their like deeper cuts, but like of the main type of stuff, I was like, oh yeah, I get why everybody was kind of spinning off of what these guys had because this is pretty fucking incredible.
Ghetto Boys definitely deserve like a pretty solid shout out because they kind of changed their narrative in a lot of ways, like for all hip hop, where it was just about like, being fucking gangster, like being graphic and kind of like painting a picture of like day-to-day life, but also just being focused on like beats, like incredibly focused on beats and feeling.
It's been super hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all of those
awkward.
I have this article up right now about Scarface's Tiny Desk concert that I was flipping through before this.
Mm-hmm.
A sports guy I listened to, Omani Jones, was like huge on Scarface, and he was saying that this Tiny Desk about made him cry. But here we go. Music has a pocket, and it hits people, it hits everybody, and it makes it fucking emotional when you hear it because it's so fucking great. When I hear it, I get emotional because it touched my soul. And this dude's doing like gangster rap.
How do you think that's funny or something, dude? What the hell's going on?
I'm sorry, dude. I just got the giggles, dude. When he started reading a whole ass article about this stuff.
Yeah. Can we
it's gonna be hard to recover from this.
I just got the giggles.
Cut this. Cut all of this.
That's a great clip.
I'm afraid this is gonna have to go in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Keeping this.
Sorry.
There's this great series called Guitar Moves that what's his name? Matt fucking I forget his name, but check it out, Guitar Moves. But he just like interviews different guitar players, and he did one with Scarface. And I didn't know Scarface was such a great guitarist, but he did a lot of like the guitar on his tracks, and it was a cool interview.
Explain why there's so much guitar.
Yeah, they talk about Kiss pretty much the whole time. He really liked Kiss.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
pretty much the complete opposite of Southern hip hop.
yeah, Jewish guys from Detroit
Yeah.
in makeup.
Oh yeah.
In terms of some other like Southern hip hop, I mean, Lil Wayne's one of the biggest influential rappers that that's been through my time. Outkast is a little bit before, like I was kind of catching more of the tail end of their super like corporate type sound towards, not that they're ever that corporate, but you get what I'm saying.
Mhm.
But like when Lil Wayne was really coming up,
They
it's like
sold
that's
out,
when I
I
was
get
getting into
you.
more music and like his type of shit that leads to like Young Thug, that leads to like Future's a lot of that similar type of sound. Lil Wayne's collaborated with like Drake and Eminem and like some of those really really big artists, and then he's made like a rock album too, and he brought Nicki Minaj up, and he's huge. So like Lil Wayne is insanely influential.
Dude,
Is that a
you're
Google?
missing
Is that-
Ti, bro. Ti.
obviously Ti.
Ti, dude.
Yeah.
Middle school Tao was heavy on the Ti.
I do
T.I.
remember
On the
a lot of
bus.
Ti in the rotation back
Yes,
in those
sir.
days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tao,
A lot of Lupe. Well,
Lupe
go
Fiasco.
ahead.
Is that what you're gonna say?
yeah, but that's right here, Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago guy.
I was gonna ask to step outside the bounds of Southern hip hop, maybe a little bit. Who were your big influences early on, Tao, other than Ti?
I mean, you guys are gonna hate it, but Kanye West, dude.
I don't hate that.
I mean, I
I
get
don't
it.
hate that at
yeah.
all.
I mean,
Musically, I do not hate that at all. He's a
Right.
very influential person.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Unfortunately, he did inform a lot of your views as well, Tao, on politics and
Yeah, dude, I'm a big old piece of shit, guys. I like Kanye, okay? No, Kanye.
His name is
like
Aquaman.
Childish Gambino, dude. Childish Gambino is
Nice.
a big influence. Love Childish.
Uh-huh.
Mac Miller. Love Mac Miller.
Yeah.
There's like, I mean, there's a lot.
Mac Miller was really coming up when we were in high school.
Yeah, dude. Blue Slide Park was sick in high school.
That was the one. You know what's funny? I wasn't actually super into Mac Miller until a lot later. When I was in high school, I was still kind of like,
You were a hater, bro.
I'm not really a hater. I was a hater on
You were
other
like
people,
Julian. You
Yeah.
were like Julian, weren't you?
I definitely hated Mac Miller in high school.
Wow. Dude, he's gonna
it
have
took
the
me a long time to stop being a
and the
piece of
Mac
shit.
Miller
Though.
fans after your ass.
I
dude.
know. Honestly, who else can I offend right now? No, it's okay. I'll wait.
I think Prince is overrated.
No, Mac Miller, it was just one of those things where everyone liked him, so I never gave him a fair
What'd you
shake.
say, Colin?
I said I think Prince is overrated.
Wow.
I don't think we need to
So we're
even
doing hot
acknowledge
takes.
that. Just move
Julian,
right.
how do you feel about that?
Well, I don't think Prince is overrated. I think maybe Prince's kind of like older fan base gives him a little too much credit. But I think
They
that
rate
largely
him too highly.
No, I think
is what you're
largely
saying.
that goes unnoticed. Like I don't think it affects the general people's perception of Prince too much. Like he's not talked about that much, is he?
In my circles, he is.
For me, it's more like Michael Jackson and like I guess it's just Michael Jackson. People are still not okay with the fact that Michael Jackson's dead, and I am. I think it's fine.
I don't know. I think when that documentary dropped, people kind of left Michael in the dust.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it still okay to listen to Michael?
I think so. I think he got grandfathered in because he like died. Like
Am I allowed to moonwalk anymore?
Tao, it would be a
That's a
shame if you weren't allowed to moonwalk anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I associate the moonwalk more with you, honestly, than I ever have with MJ. And I think most people do.
That means a lot to me, Colin.
Yeah.
In your circle, a lot, dude.
Yeah.
In your circle,
I saw someone do it at a party. I was like, you know Tao?
I fucking taught him, dude. I taught him. I teach an online class.
An online class. All right. Well, back to Southern hip hop.
Yeah. Yes.
Unless there's anything else on Tao's influences, Michael Jackson, Prince, or Mac Miller that needs to be said.
I'm probably leaving a million influences out, but
Yeah, that's
I'm
all right.
good. I mean, Kanye is really like my, he's my Everest.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard being
go a lot of
our
ways.
age, growing up when we did, and not being influenced by Kanye in one way or another.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tao, have you liked the recent Kanye albums? Are you ride or die for Kanye?
Dude, I love Donda. There's some beautiful stuff on there. I did not like Jesus is King or whatever the hell that was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was so trash. But I mean, everything other than that, dude, like, yeah, I love.
Did you buy the stem player and listen to Donda too?
No, dude.
Okay, I want to
If I
know.
had to
I
pay
want to find
money
someone
for
that
it,
did.
Jillian, no.
I think Cam might have. I think my brother
Really?
might have.
Shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard Donda
I'll
2
have
is
to check.
supposed to be incredible, but we'll never
Yeah.
know, I guess.
On Jesus Lord on Donda actually made me want to start going back to church. It was so good.
You could use that in your life, Austin. I would love to see you go back to church.
I gotta pull up the track list for that album.
We could
You
switch the
and
content of the rhymes, dude.
Yeah.
Become a Jesus rapper.
Yeah.
And Austin, what's up with the tattoos too, dude? I've been meaning to ask you about that also.
When's the last time you confessed your sins?
I mean, it just seems like so gossipy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like in this room. It's like so everything we do is surveilled and shit by the NSA, all that, but being the person on the other end, but I'm the creep for having the hub open for the third time today. Like, I think you're the creepy one, bro. Like,
third time today.
Third.
We should note that it's
numbers,
7:45 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, bump those up a little bit.
7:45 a.m.
Yeah, you got to get those numbers up, way up, Austin. Those are weak numbers.
Way up,
Julian just pulled up the Donda track list. I don't think I listened to Donda kind of half-heartedly when it first came out, and I have not revisited it at all.
Dude, the song, okay, here's my take. Off the Grid slaps. Hurricane's pretty good. Praise God slaps. Junior's okay. What else? Keep My Spirit Alive is pretty good. Jesus Lord's pretty good.
Jesus Lord is outstanding.
Come to Life is the best song on that album. I don't know if you've heard that, but Come to Life is, in my opinion, the greatest.
Which one that is?
Julian's playing it.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I love that one.
It's hard for me, though, just because, like, the God shit pulls me right out of it. Like, I just don't care.
Dude. Yeah, I get you.
I separate the art from the artist in that, too. I'm just like, it's like
the artist is Jesus in this case.
Yeah. I was like really big on Chance's album Coloring Book. I thought that project was so good when it came out, and I didn't care about all the gospel shit. I was just like, the thing I didn't like about Kanye is it felt forced.
Yeah, you can't really. It's hard to like leave it open to interpretation when like the bars are just about like praying. He's just like, we're gonna pray now. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah, it's hard to get by, especially if you were like paying attention.
David Koresh made a fucking rap album. Shit. It'd be garbage, bro.
Yeah, especially if you were like following him at that time in any of his like interviews and stuff. It was, just religious freak shit all the time. Yeah. So it's hard to get by that in the songs. But I will say I'm very excited for the next Kanye album. I think it's going to be a return to form for him. I think it's going to be a revolutionary album.
That Backstreet Boys sample is crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
He got to be mad.
Mad?
Yeah, Kanye's gonna be mad. Right out through his teeth like this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Through the wire.
Through his fake teeth.
Does he have fake teeth?
I don't know if that's true or not, but I read this article that said that he had all of his teeth taken out and then like titanium dentures put in, but they're causing like oxidization in his jaw, so he has to have the titanium dentures taken back out. Anyone want to verify that?
Tao did that
No
back in the
idea.
day.
Yeah, I'm good, dude.
That's the shittiest looking titanium I've ever seen.
Aw,
Pretty strong, dude.
it's really mean. Tao, you have beautiful teeth. Don't listen
Yeah,
to
Thanks,
if
that.
they were regular teeth, yeah, they're great. But since they're titanium, I'm not sure that you did it
Dude.
quite right.
I actually have calcium deposits in my teeth, so it looks like there's like plaque permanently, like right here.
You want to get
It's
those
just-
puppies real up close to the camera for everyone to see?
Is that what everybody needs right now?
I'm not sure. I haven't really checked the metrics lately.
You're welcome. Usually I make people pay for that.
This will go on the Patreon only.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to.
Selling
The
teeth.
reverse Weinstein, my ass.
I do want to ask a random question. This is going to seem like a huge left turn, but I was kind of wondering, like, as far as you guys collaborating and making songs together, how do you like bring an already like finished beat to him, or do you guys work out like structuring together, or is it vice versa? How does the collaborative process kind of work for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, dude, like we have a group chat with another producer in New York whose name is also Austin, and he's awesome. He's like super talented. Yeah, dude, Scalper.
Yeah.
I feel like
he did the beat for Water.
Yeah, I feel like I'm learning from him all the time, like just in the little things that he does. Like he's awesome. But I'll like send beats in that chat like all the time. You know, whenever I have something that I feel like is decent enough or have like an idea for something, I'll just send it.
Like a collaborative dream journal.
Yeah, and we just be sending shit back and forth, and then eventually, you know, finish one out of I don't know how many. But
Did you guys ever think of making an album called Collaborative Dream Journal? Because that's pretty good.
that is good.
I think that's actually a really, really good idea for an album. Collaborative dream journal.
You're
We do
welcome.
need to do just like an album together. Just
Well, I was like featuring on Tau stuff because I have to do so much less work.
Yeah.
I like featuring on your shit. It's the same.
What are
Especially
like
when it's Austin's like,
what are like the inspiration for your like production style or your beats? Do you try to like hop around, or do you try to like stay in one lane? It seems like from what I've heard, you definitely hop around a little bit and are experimenting. Right?
Yeah. No,
very different.
I play around with like a bunch of shit. I don't know, dude. Like I should like just get into YouTube tutorials and learn how to make like certain shit, but I just like messing around until I like find something I kind of think sounds okay.
Yeah,
You're
that's
a-
a better
you
way to
know.
learn for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
So, I'm kind
you're
of
a
all
freak
over
for
the
those. A freak for those samples, though.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
in a
I
good way.
love
In a good
I
way.
love sampling stuff. I just YouTube to MP3 and
Nice. Do
you
you
know.
have like a theme for your samples, or like a kind of headspace you like your samples to occupy, or is it kind of just whatever fits the track best?
I don't know, dude. Like usually it's just me, like I'll listen to something or I'll hear like a song like somewhere and I'll be like, "Oh, that part sounds like could be a sick ass sample." Like I just heard my girlfriend sent me like a reel and the song playing on the reel was a Taylor Swift song. And it was just like this guitar intro, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude, I have to sample that." So like, just shit like that, like I end up, having fun with.
Hell yeah,
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's awesome. How long would you say that you usually take on a average beat, or does it kind of vary?
yeah, it definitely varies. I really couldn't tell you. Like sometimes it's done like in a day. Sometimes it's like 30 minutes, and I'm like, "This is good enough to export," or I don't know. It really depends.
Nice.
It really depends.
Hell yeah. And Austin, kind of same question for you. When you get a beat that you want to put like lyrics on, how long are you usually spending like thinking about lyrics or like structure versus lyrics, or is it already kind of just like done and you're just applying lyrics to a track that they fit good on?
I usually try and think of like a flow first for the beat, but then I also try to think of verses that I can put into different types of beats. So like I'll try different ones with different flows and kind of see what I like best. If I'm able to just focus right away and lean into it, I can write out 2 verses. I mean, it's kind of like freestyling and then just jotting it down quick. So it's a lot of like stream of consciousness type stuff. Sometimes it can be very deep. So most of the time it's very surface level. It's just a lot of like what I kind of leaned into with the music is like Luxurious as a character that I play.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very much a stereotypical, like a lot of heavy drug use, like a lot of that type of just smut. So it's easy to think
a character.
That shit. What?
Dude, it's the real you, okay? No.
I mean, whatever. It's exaggerated. And so that's kind of where I like lean into it and then just try to come up with something quick and then see if I can get a good delivery. And then if it's all clicking, I could turn around a song in, like an hour. But
yeah. Your turnaround is always hella fast, I feel like. You're always sending shit back, like, same day.
I got the ability to hyper-focus. It's clicking. It's clicking, but when it's not, bro, that train is standing still.
I can see that for you, Austin. That makes sense.
Delay.
Austin, how often are you writing? Are you keeping lyrics on hand all the time? Are you, pulling them out for special occasions, or do you really just write to the beat each time?
Lately, it's been a lot of writing to the beat, but funny enough, I did find one of my old lyric journals. So I was like, ooh, I'll have to skip through some of these, see if Tau's got something that would work for it. So it's like maybe old shit I had on like SoundCloud that I pulled down or whatever, that it's like, all right, I could probably make this an actual song that sounds pretty good. But I'll also, especially when I'm by myself, like to just kind of keep my phone by and I'll start to jot a few lines or something, and it doesn't always turn into something. But most every day I have some sort of contribution to some piece of music.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's pretty fucking impressive because most days I can't even like think about music without getting incredibly scared and shitting my pants a little bit.
Yeah, I've been having that lately too, where I've really been beating myself up for not feeling more inspired, and there's just like a constant weight on me to try to do something.
But why is that your fault that you're not inspired?
I don't know. I know.
Like,
I realize the fault in it.
You could always change your surroundings, but sometimes though, it's like you can't get mad at yourself for just existing. Like the thought that we have to produce this like incredible thing like every day and every time is just
yeah. I feel like the process of like actually creating art, like you can't like force it all the time. Like,
yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like I'll go through like a week where I'm not like making shit, and then like one day it's like, oh my god, this is the best thing I've ever made, and it's like,
yeah, no,
you know what I mean? Like
I know that's the healthy way to think about it, and like I try to remember that, but it's so hard to avoid the feeling of just like feeling like you're a waste of space when you're not making anything. I do think
it's interesting too. Like I don't know, I feel like just the approach is kind of different between like us as kind of being more like indie rock guys, and you guys as
make
rappers.
a very different kind of music. Ours kind of lends itself to that.
Yeah, I've always been curious, like you guys' process. Like, how do you write songs together and record together and mix and like all that?
Yeah,
I mean, the answer for this group is Colin does literally everything.
No, that's not true. In this band, typically it's been me coming to rehearsal with a riff, with an idea for a guitar part. Sometimes it's almost like a fully formed song, and I'll play them the entire thing. And like sometimes I'll have it kind of demoed out, like recorded beforehand, and I'll send that to them. But yeah, typically it's guitar idea first, and then we just kind of work it together as a group in practice, come up with different parts and work out the flow. And then Benson, our keyboard player, is a musical wizard, and he can just write to anything. And then lyrics and vocals always come last for me. It's pretty much like a finished song. We'll have it all tracked out and mixed, and then I'll come up with the vocal idea usually. So
that's tight.
Yeah, that's been the process.
I mean, it honestly sounds a little similar to like, I guess I can't speak for both of us, but like my process. I always like make like a melody first, so like you're saying, like a guitar first or something, and then build off of that. Drums usually come last. I don't know, but yeah.
It's definitely I think there's a lot of similarities. The difference that's notable for me is just like in most of the projects that I'm in, like lyrics and vocal content is usually saved for like the very end. It's usually like the last thing we think about, but obviously for y'all, lyricism and vocal performance is like the most important part of the track, or maybe if not the most important part of the track, it's equally as important as having a catchy beat with a good melody. So I feel like that's where the difference really is we'll spend a lot of time hyper focusing on the kind of rhythmic and melodic side of things, and then we focus on like performance kind of towards the end of the process.
For me, as like a long time rock fan, like a guy who primarily listened to like rock and indie music, I was never much of a lyrics dude until I got like much older. For me, it was like I did not care about lyrical content at all. It was just more how the words sounded over the music and how the vocals fit in with the melody. Now I'm definitely more of a lyrics guy. I judge more harshly on that criteria. But it's hugely, and that was just for rock. I like treated rap differently, knowing how important lyrics were, but just different approaches, I guess.
Yeah,
that's sick. Yeah, I've always wanted to know like how you guys do it, dude. I've been listening to your shit, dude. It's awesome.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Fire.
Yeah, it's pretty much Colin. Like he does all the mixing and producing by himself. I mean, you bring all the song structures to the table essentially. So we're just adding to shit that Colin already has in his head.
Yeah, Julian's just banging on the pots and pans.
Banging on the pots and pans.
Dude, I remember
a really cool crossover song.
Julian grew up like a couple houses down from me, and I remember hearing those drums like, all the time, bro.
Yeah, sorry about that.
All the time. I'd be out bouncing the basketball and just hear like...
Yeah. Everyone else was out playing sports and being friends, and I was in my dark, dank basement just practicing Green Day songs.
That's that weird loser kid, Julian.
Hey, it paid off, brother.
Yeah.
Arguably. I know how to play drums now, but at what cost?
I miss the days of hanging at Tau's house and just beating the shit out of Julian for being weird.
Yes. Oh my God, dude.
You'd come over just to hurt me physically, and then you'd leave again. It was very weird.
You liked it.
It led to a lot of weird sexual things for me later.
Yeah, I can speak to that. Confirmed.
Anyway, I had a question. Again, gonna seem like a left turn. But I was just kind of wondering these days, like as far as rap or just hip hop in general goes, do you guys have any people who are inspiring you besides the usuals like Kanye and Juice WRLD and all that shit? Is there anyone sticking out who's like knocking it out of the park these days? Or the other side of the question, who is fucking up hip hop and rap for the rest of us? Because Colin and I do like to also shit on people, and I think it's important to know from a rapper producer standpoint, like who's contributing to the shit and who's standing out.
Dude, right now, Big X the Plug, if you guys have not heard of him, you can check him out. He's like, especially with a lot of the samples I've been messing around with lately, like a lot of his beats are like some sick samples, and he's just, he's just sick on them. But you guys should check out Big X.
Oh yeah.
Tizo Touchdown. Have y'all heard of Tizo Touchdown?
Yeah, I saw Tizo Touchdown a few years
I
ago.
feel like Oh, you did?
Yeah, he opened up for I can't remember if it was the Grade A show or the Flatbush show, but he opened at Red Rocks a few years ago for some hype rap group, and he was pretty good.
Yeah, dude. Tizo, if you haven't listened to his new project, it's awesome. Really good stuff. Another guy I've been really liking is Kevin Abstract.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys have ever listened to him, but
Yeah,
he just put out a new project, and it's fire. Those are a couple of the recents for me.
Nice.
He's really popular, but the new 21 Savage album was pretty damn sick.
I've always
I
liked
was-
21 Savage.
I thought there were some hit or miss songs on the new project.
Bro, I was cleaning the apartment and it did everything I needed it to do. that album was fantastic. Got me there.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. Who else have I been listening to? Mm-mm.
Or who do you hate with a passion
Besides Taylor Swift.
besides Taylor Swift?
But even that was more just a front anyway. I don't know, I'm trying to have more like positivity in my life.
Yeah, I don't know if
I don't supposed to hate that Ben Shapiro feature, but I haven't even listened to it. Like I haven't cared enough. That's how
Are you talking about the AI,
unaddicted to
the
hating
AI
I've
Ben
been.
Shapiro shit? Or not?
Did you do a real feature?
Bro. Oh, bro, my cousin showed me some like AI SpongeBob stuff by Glorb.
Yes.
And that be popping, bro.
Dude, you guys need to listen to that.
Squidward said, you and my cousin sent me that shit, but when Squidward says stone face killer like my motherfucking house is, it was like, shit's over.
So good.
Dude, that's crazy. There's so many people. I
Bro.
work with a bunch of people who are like 18, 19-year-old kids, and they all unironically just fucking love like the AI SpongeBob
rap,
and the
yeah.
AI Plankton and the AI Mr. Krabs
It's
raps.
so
They're like,
good.
that's my number one artist on Spotify this month is
That's
Gorm or
so
whatever the
wild.
fuck it is.
Dude,
Popping, bro.
it's legitimately catchy, bro. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I listen to a
It's
lot
so
of
good.
AI Patrick Star covers of rock songs. Like there's a good Creep one. He does a few Creed songs pretty well. Patrick has a nice singing voice, especially for 90s
Dude.
alternative rock.
Did you guys see Dave Chappelle come out and do Creep with fucking
Yeah, that was weird.
what?
I somehow have missed
Did you see-
this.
What?
It was like a few months ago, wasn't it?
Was it? I don't know. I just saw the video.
Here, let me
was
see if
like,
I can
this
pull
is
it up.
the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
Maybe this is kind of.
We're
It
so
was like a
off topic.
fever
The
dream.
Foo Fighters bring out Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah,
and they
that's
do
what it
Creep.
was.
Yes. Okay.
You see
I
that?
just saw the headline. I never watched the video.
Here we go.
It's like, what is happening, dude?
It sucks because this is one of the last things that happened before Taylor Hawkins died.
Oh wow, yeah, Taylor Hawkins is alive in this.
Yeah, this
Oh
was
my
like
God.
this
Oh,
was when
damn,
they were
this was a
doing their
while
DJs
ago.
shit.
That'd be so crazy if he died that night.
Well, we would
This
know
one-
why. He heard this and said,
We are
"I need
very
to go
aware.
overdose in my room now."
So I listened to a project by a relatively unknown, at least I think so. It's called Trust Your Gut by Mercules.
That's a
From
great name,
2017.
dude.
That is a great name.
You'll look at him and be like, yeah, this dude is awesome. Yeah, Trust Your Gut by Mercules is a very, very good album.
Oh, he's
If you
Canadian?
ever listen to Cappy, he's good too. He runs with like Yellow Wolf. Polar put me on him. That's just fire.
Word. I'm gonna check out this Mercules. I like the
Yeah,
look of it.
Mercules looks cool.
Canadian.
The new Jeezy album is banging. Back to Southern hip hop and pretty influential
Oh,
artist.
yes.
That new Jeezy album was very, very good.
Dude, Jeezy, fucking 8th grade Tao, listening to My President. Brother.
Not knowing what was to come, but we just knew that hope was
I just
here.
knew that my
Yeah.
president is black and my Lambo is blue, bro.
That's my president, man.
And I'm
No,
glad
the one that I
for
loved
no
was
reason.
I Love It. And then I know we're not supposed to fuck with R. Kelly, but his hook on Go Get It is elite. Well, that and
That's
the
another
bridge,
guy,
so.
dude. Can you listen to R.
So
Kelly anymore?
that's funny. I was gonna bring that up when we were talking about MJ. MJ is
Yes.
like yes, you can separate the art from the artist. R. Kelly, I feel like is no,
Is
you
the
cannot
no.
separate.
I
But
don't think so either.
I mean,
Nope.
I still listen
Except for Go Get
to
It.
R. Kelly. I still listen to Trapped in the Closet.
This has been the most problematic podcast.
He listens to it for inspiration.
I do. I think it's an amazing track.
Dude, I just saw a clip of him talking about his relationship with his mother. And I'm like, dude, that guy's got to stay behind bars for a long time.
Lock.
I heard he's like the man in prison, though. I think he's having a pretty good time in jail.
What was that? What are you insinuating?
I think he's well respected by his peers. I think he's got a nice
By his
pad
peers?
by his fellow
Did you
inmates.
say peers or peers?
Yes.
I see what you're getting at, Austin. That's very good wordplay. Well done.
He's a rapper.
Peer. Peers.
Some upcoming artists also. My boy John would be mad if I didn't mention BLB Kosher and Babytron. I don't know this one, but their shit is hard.
You guys heard of BLP Kosher?
No. Should we have?
That's somebody you guys need to check out. BLP Kosher.
You fuck with it.
You guys would fuck with BLP Kosher heavy, dude.
He's gonna give a shit.
Dreidel, man, I had to water.
Amigos.
Fuck a op. That boy a bimbo. Getting low, they playing limbo. Tried to slice me, I went Kimbo. Oppos get turned to windows. Or get turned to widows, sorry.
It's almost better when Julian raps it.
I can't even read someone else's raps.
This is good podcasting we've heard is half-heartedly reciting rap lyrics.
Dude, there's this thing
All
I
my
do
brothers
just-
say.
There's this thing I used to do, like whipping around when I was probably in high school. This is like what told me that I probably could rap in terms of like the actual delivery of it. Is that I could redo other people's songs really well and like change voices. And then like this thing I do to fuck with people is I rap it like I was a super male white newscaster, like a super like pronounced voice and all that sort of thing, doing like Forgot About Dre or some shit. And so that's what I was like, oh, I could actually apply that stupid skill into.
We're doing that, bro. Next track.
That'd be sick.
All right.
Austin, can I get your best broadcasting voice? You did go to school for it.
Ooh.
Not to put you on the spot. Feel free to say no.
And I'm forever smoking Nazis. I'm a pass the blunt to Anne Frank.
I'm telling you, dude. Coach is that guy, dude.
All right, I'm sold. I'm
So
sold, dude. I'm
preposterous.
fucking
You
sold.
need to actually
Listen to this
listen to it, bro.
immediately.
You can't just be reading his lyrics.
I'm writing it down. I'm putting him down. I'm definitely gonna listen to him.
Good. I need like a report. What you think?
All right.
You
I
done with that?
got you. Holy fuck, that's the best thing I've heard all day. What were we talking about? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'd put Austin on the spot to do broadcasting voice.
Oh yeah,
but
let's hear it.
Oh shit. Great public engagement of his Memphis roots might have helped, but it is likely the local veteran Yo Gotti's triple platinum hit Down in DM that ushered in this current moment of cohesive undeniability for Memphis as a global hip hop juggernaut.
Nice. That was an ambitious
Yeah.
headline to take on.
The article I had talking about doing some homework from NPR, how Memphis rap chartered a passage from Delta Blues by Zandria F. Robinson. Shout out.
What is the path from Delta Blues?
I don't I didn't read the whole article. I had it up.
All right, well, we'll have to look into that later.
To find something while you were reading off kosher lyrics, I was trying to find something to read in a sort of report voice, and now here we are.
That was real good. Shout out to
Yeah,
NPR.
Austin looks like a jackass.
Not at all, dude.
That was kind of my
No,
point,
buddy,
my
no.
purpose. This whole thing.
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on the pod. We're gonna start to wrap it up, but will you guys stay on afterwards for a quick sec? I want to ask you guys something. All right. Before we close out, any projects you're working on? Anything coming? Do you have more collaborations in the works that we can expect as fans?
Yeah.
we keep kicking around like we've got several things in the vault. It's just a matter of like actually putting it together and like
Right.
release. We thought about doing something kind of sad for Valentine's Day. I don't know if we'll be able to turn that around in 2 weeks, but we'll see.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think you got a few things that I might need to re-record, but in all honesty, like I have enough to put out another mixtape. It's just whether or not I want to put in the work to do it, because I wouldn't like bring all the stuff up to the same level, because there's some stuff that's like way older.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
What do you?
We will definitely be collaborating.
Nice.
Good.
Sure.
Hell
Good.
yeah. What do
At
you do
least-
to like revamp old ideas, Austin? Do you just change words, or do you like redo everything?
Sometimes if I want to do the delivery better, or if the lyrics could be better, sometimes it's just the mix is old, so it's like we've stepped up since then, or like I had an old mic or something like that. But what I'm doing right now with this tape that I have put together, Fast and Furious, Luxurious.
Nice.
I'm gonna.
That's so dope.
I've got it all like lined up. I just am waiting very long in between listening to it, and I try to just like put it on and be like, do I still fuck with this? Do I still fuck with this? Like, do I still want to mess with this one? And there's a lot of shit on there that I think, yeah, I still would want to put out. It's just like, how do I get myself to finish those tasks?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
For
hardest
sure.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Definitely.
gives me anxiety, like coming back to kind of half finished stuff that I abandoned. It's
Dude, I just
hard to
say
get over
new
the
track, baby.
Yeah.
New track.
On to the next one.
This piece of shit.
Well, hell yeah, guys. Thanks again for coming on. I love both of you. You guys are both extremely talented. I'm super
Maybe,
excited whenever I see new stuff from either of you. So to our audience, definitely go check out Water if you haven't. Check out Candy and check out all the other shit that TauSoDope and Austin Luxurious have put out.
Absolutely.
So we'd love to have
Thanks,
you guys
guys.
back on again soon.
Please come back.
Yeah.
Dude,
I would love to actually talk about what we were supposed to talk about. I feel like I'm doing you a
We got a little
service.
bit off track.
Turns
That's all
out
right.
you actually need to like do research and have a plan when you shoot a podcast.
Well, you also have 4 people that like to just shoot the shit about whatever, and so it's like I don't know how much that agenda would have stood up even if you did have it ready. So
Doesn't
It
stand a
wasn't. It
chance.
was
Maybe-
ambitious to try to. Yeah, because I wanted to catch up with both you guys anyways, and
it's a team effort. Is what you say in the loss. No, it's a team game. It's a team
Exactly.
game.
no, it's fine. I think it was great. We didn't really need to talk about Southern hip hop. We talked about a bunch of other cool shit. So
Yeah, I had a blast, guys. You guys are sick. Keep doing this shit. It's awesome.
I want to come on every time you guys do.
Yeah, this is fun, dude. This is a good time.
Anytime you want, bro. I will talk about
seriously.
whatever.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
oh yeah.
Thank you
I'm
guys.
available. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll take you up on that. Love you guys. Thanks everyone to listening. Goodbye.
Love you
Peace.
guys.